Welcome back to City Beat, your passport to the wonderfully weird corners of Southeast Asia. I'm Jim, amateur anthropologist, full-time noodle enthusiast, and co-host on this tropical deep dive. We're switching gears from Trump-Epstein files and the Thai-Cambodia border troubles to something a little more nightlife-infused. Get ready for sequins, neon, and transactional romance, because we're about to unravel one of Pattaya's most eyebrow-raising ecosystems, the world of bargirls and their foreign admirers. Yes, the so-called Paypigs.
And I'm Dave, the one who chases the stories behind the sparkle. Tonight we're peeling back Pattaya's neon veil to examine the curious dance between its bar girls and the foreign sponsors who bankroll their nights, a scene spicier than your hottest chili stir-fry.
Oh, Dave, you're not holding back with that title. For anyone who's new to the term, paypig is a bit of a cheeky internet slang used to describe foreign guys, often older, who financially support bar girls in places like Pattaya, sometimes even after they've left Thailand. But let's set the stage first. Dave, what's Pattaya's nightlife all about?
Imagine a coastal city on the Thai Gulf Coast, about 2 hours from Bangkok, where the party never stops. Pattaya's walking street is the beating heart of it. Think Las Vegas meets tropical beach with a dash of chaos. Neon signs light up at night, go-go bars and clubs line the streets, and street food vendors are slinging mango sticky rice next to blaring music. At the center of it all are the bar girls, the women who work these bars, charming tourists and expats with a smile, a wink, and maybe a dance or two.
It's like a 24/7 carnival, right? But there's a whole economy behind this scene. These relationships between bar girls and their foreign sponsors aren't just about sharing a beer and a laugh. What's the driving force here, Dave?
It's a complex mix of economics, culture, and human psychology, Jim. For the bar girls, it's often about survival. Many come from rural areas, especially Isaan in northeastern Thailand, where jobs are scarce and poverty is a daily reality. Working in a Pattaya bar can earn them 10, 20, even 30 times what they'd make back home, sometimes thousands of baht a night. They're supporting families, kids, parents, sometimes you building houses or starting businesses. The flirtation, the charm, it's part of the job, but it's also a lifeline to a better future.
And on the flip side, you've got guys, let's call them Bob from Birmingham or Mike from Melbourne, who roll in a Pattaya for a 2-week holiday and get swept up in the magic. I mean, picture it. You're in a tropical paradise, someone's laughing at your bad jokes, and suddenly you're thinking, this could be love. Next thing you know, you're wiring money from halfway across the globe. Is it love, lust, or just a really convincing performance?
It's a cocktail of all three, Jim. For some guys, it's the thrill of being treated like a VIP. Pattaya's bars create this bubble where you're the star of the show, and that's intoxicating. Others genuinely fall for the bar girl. They see her as a partner, not just a transaction. Then there's the financial angle. Sending money gives them a sense of connection, maybe even control. But here's the kicker. The bar girls are often the ones steering the ship. Some are juggling multiple sponsors from different countries, managing group chats like they're running a small business.
That's some next-level hustle. I've heard stories of girls with guys in Germany, Australia, the UK, all sending money for rent or family emergencies. It's like a global side gig. But let's talk about the stigma, Dave. There's so much judgment out there, people calling the guys losers or the girls gold diggers. Is it really that black and white?
Not even close. The judgment comes from folks who don't understand the context. For the bar girls, it's not just about tricking guys. It's about making a living in a world where opportunities are limited. Many are breadwinners for their families, and this is their best shot at financial security. For the guys, it's not always about being naive. Some know exactly what they're signing up for. They're happy to pay for the companionship, the fantasy, or just the ego boost. But yeah, there's a darker side. Some guys get scammed thinking they're in a serious relationship when it's purely business. And the girls face risks too. Long hours, tough conditions, and sometimes worse.
Let's dive into that darker side. The bars look glamorous from the outside. Neon lights, music, dancing. But what's it really like for the women working there?
It's tough, Jim. These women might work 12-hour shifts, 6 or 7 days a week in noisy, smoky bars. They're expected to keep smiling, keep charming, even when dealing with rude or drunk customers. There's also the bar fine system. If a customer wants to take a girl out of the bar for the night, they pay a fee to the bar on top of whatever they arrange with the girl. And then there's the social stigma. Back in their hometowns, they might be judged or shunned for working in Pattaya. It's a grind, no matter how glamorous it looks.
And the money's not as big as people think, right? It sounds like a lot, but where does it all go?
Exactly. A chunk goes to the bar for fines or drink commissions. Then there's rent, food, and often sending money home to family, parents, siblings, kids, sometimes even ex-partners. Some girls are literally building houses brick by brick with their earnings. A few save enough to start a new life, like opening a shop or going back to school, but that's rare. And if they're relying on a foreign sponsor, that money can disappear overnight if the guy ghosts them.
It's like walking a financial tightrope. Okay, let's talk about the guys. Why do they keep coming back to Pattaya year after year, sometimes blowing their life savings on these relationships?
Loneliness is a huge driver, Jim. A lot of these guys are older, retirees, divorcees, or just folks who feel invisible back home. In Pattaya, they're treated like kings. The attention, the affection, it fills a void. Plus, Thailand's cost of living is low compared to places like London or Sydney, so their money stretches further. Some guys even retire there, living off pensions and building long-term relationships with bar girls. And believe it or not, some of those relationships turn into marriages that actually last.
Yeah, that's the wild part. Not every story is a scam. Some guys move to Thailand, build homes with their partners, and live happily ever after, or at least for a while. But let's zoom out. What's the bigger picture here? Is Pattaya's nightlife just a big, messy transaction, or is there something deeper going on?
It's a microcosm of human nature, Jim. People are chasing connection, security, or just a good time, and it's all tangled up with money, power, and cultural differences. Pattaya's like a pressure cooker. It amplifies these dynamics with its neon lights and 24/7 party vibe. But these themes, transactional relationships, power imbalances, happen everywhere, from dating apps to sugar daddy arrangements in the West. Pattaya just puts it all on display.
Well put, Dave. Let's dig a bit deeper into the cultural side. Thailand's got this reputation for land of smiles, but there's a lot of nuance in how relationships work here, right?
Totally. Thai culture places a huge emphasis on family and financial responsibility. For many bar girls, sending money home isn't just a choice, it's an expectation. There's also the concept of face, maintaining dignity and respect. Bar girls are often skilled at giving guys the girlfriend experience while keeping their own emotions in check. It's a cultural dance, and they're masters at it. Meanwhile, Western guys might misread the signals, thinking it's love when it's more about mutual benefit.
That's a great point about cultural differences. I've heard some guys say they feel like heroes, saving a girl from the bar life by sending her money. But is that really what's happening?
Rarely. That savior mentality can be a trap. Most bar girls aren't looking to be saved, they're working a job, and they're good at it. Sending money might help in the short term, but it doesn't change the structural issues like poverty in rural Thailand. Plus, some guys use the money as a way to feel in control, but the bar girls are often the ones calling the shots. It's a fascinating power dynamic.
All right, let's switch gears and bring in some listener questions. We put out a call on social media, and you folks came through with some spicy ones. First up, Tom from Melbourne. How do you know if a bar girl actually likes you or if it's just part of the job?
Oh, Tom, that's the million-dollar question. It's tough to know for sure because bar girls are pros at making you feel special. It's literally their job. But there are clues. If she's spending time with you outside the bar without expecting money, sharing personal details, or staying in touch when you're back home without always asking for cash, that might be genuine. But if the relationship revolves around money, especially for emergencies like hospital bills or family issues, it's likely business. Trust your gut and have an honest conversation. Communication is key.
Solid advice. Next up, Sarah from London. What's the impact of this industry on Thai society? Does it empower women or exploit them?
Great question, Sarah. It's a bit of both.
For some women, the bar industry is empowering. It gives them financial independence, a way to support their families, and sometimes a path out of poverty. They're making more money than they could make in other jobs open to them, but it's also exploitative. The long hours, pressure to perform, and social stigma take a toll. Plus, the industry thrives on economic inequality. If rural Thailand had more opportunities, fewer women would need to work in Pattaya. It's a complex mix.
Definitely. Next question, from Mike in Chicago. Are there any rules for foreigners to avoid getting scammed in Pattaya?
All right, Mike, here's the deal. Go in with your eyes open, enjoy the vibe, but don't let your heart or your wallet run wild. If someone's asking for money early on, especially for emergencies like medical bills or family issues, that's a red flag. Keep things light, set clear boundaries, and don't propose marriage after a week. Talk to expats in Pattaya. There's a big community who'll share tips. And always, always protect your finances.
Great tips, Dave. One more question from Lisa in Toronto. What's the role of technology in these relationships? Are apps or social media changing the game?
Oh, Lisa, you're onto something. Technology's a game changer. Back in the day, these relationships were mostly face-to-face, maybe a few phone calls. Now, with apps like WhatsApp, Line, and even Instagram, bargirls can maintain long-distance relationships with multiple sponsors. They're sending selfies, video chats, keeping the connection alive across continents. It's made the Paypig dynamic more global. Guys don't even need to visit Pattaya to start sending money. But it also means more competition for attention on both sides.
That's wild. Technology's turned Pattaya into a global marketplace. Okay, one last topic before we wrap up. What's the future of this scene? With Thailand's economy growing, will Pattaya's bar industry stick around?
Good question. Thailand's economy is improving, but inequality's still a big issue. As long as rural areas lack opportunities, women will keep coming to Pattaya. But things are changing. Some bars are going upscale, catering to wealthier tourists, and there's more scrutiny on the industry. Plus, younger generations of Thais are finding other ways to make money, like online businesses. The bar scene might shrink, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's too entrenched in Pattaya's identity.
Fascinating stuff. All right, listeners, what do you think? Been to Pattaya? Got a story or a hot take? Hit us up on social media or leave a comment below. In a future episode, we'll be looking into the role of a website called Thai Friendly and how some of those budding connections are not always as romantically themed as the romance hunters first think. And trust me, it's next level.
Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay curious. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.